everyone, this is Josh, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I know, it's been a while since you heard my voice, and a while since I've done anything besides Skyrim, which I still love. Yeah. Is the sound there? Okay, sound's there. This game, for some fucking reason, now loves... Is it there? Okay, maybe if I start the game. Okay, yeah, it is definitely there. It's there. Okay, let's go back to the main menu for the intro. And then we get to deal with the fat douchebag. Yay! Woo! Okay, so, yeah, it's been a while since I've played anything but Skyrim, and a while since I've actually done a stream where I provide commentary. And I'm sorry for that. Not sorry for playing so much Skyrim, though. Oh, Jesus, no. But one thing that did help this... Well, one thing that helped, the whole long hiatus between Disco Elysium streams is I visited my mom for a little over a week. And I did have a time Saturday to, do this stream, but I was so fucking tired because Friday, driving from Mom's house to Dad's house. Oh my god. I can't drive, so I was just a passenger, but there was such bad traffic that at points we were only going 17 miles per hour, so I decided to take Saturday to just do whatever the fuck I want. Then Sunday was Easter. Then Monday was... we had to drive Jorah to the vet. Don't worry, he's not dying or anything. Danny seems to be picking on him. And so we're trying to do things to help that stop happening. So he can regrow his feathers, but his skin didn't break, so that's good. Then Tuesday I had an appointment. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do this stream today, but it turns out the cage clean is going to happen tomorrow, so I was like, I could do a lot of more Skyrim, or I could finally play more Disco. Where again, I am doing the Fascist run. So, if you notice me being mean, that's not me. That is me trying to get through this place. Okay, I can level up. It's been a while. Okay. Okay, let's head up to the fat fuck
Mr.
now.
Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Oh, it's a chair from motherfucking hell. I mailed the signature you asked me to get.
No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in this town.
Oh shit,
and
I thought
there's
I
no
got
letter
it.
in that mailbox yet. Just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. By all means, Harry.
Okay, sorry,
What's on your
I
mind?
forgot where I was in game. Okay, fuck. I'm told the Union is involved in the drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Yeah, I think once we forge the signatures, we can get more into his actual motives in this game.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
If you're not fucking Team Kim, you ain't fucking Team Harry,
None taken.
bitch.
Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
Effort my
The
ass.
only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
And if you're disgusted with, working with Everett, and you don't want to deal with him, you can finish the game without actually finding your gun. So, woo! Yeah, my first playthrough, I was not really talkative to Joyce or Everett because I fucking hated the both of them. And I was able to keep in the police force and also solve the murder. So, you can do that. I just, the little side quest thing you get when you find your gun, I really like, so, yeah. That's why I'm doing this. Wait. The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
I don't care about my gun, Keith.
I don't care about my gun. I love it, Harry. Wish I could be like that, but I can't. I have a responsibility to this community. I can't have a loaded gun out in the streets.
The officer is exaggerating. Of course we care about the missing firearm, and we are actively looking for it as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Holy shit, you can do that? I mean, I shouldn't fucking be surprised. Let's
Yes. My best men are What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Let's see, do I still need... Oh, sorry, I was using the... Let me figure out these fucking controls again. Sing karaoke. Name who put the clothes in trash truck. Find booze and trinkets. Washed off. Christologist. Armor gloves. Okay, get 2 signatures forever. Okay. So, I've never done that before. Okay, how the fuck do I go down? Ah, here we go. I knew that. Okay. Whew. You can tell off I don't care. Keep my gun. The musk of oil and rust comes from charm. It's like blood. Let's see. Can we talk to Leroy about the suit? So I can get that
hey,
quest?
mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're itching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Is she running a brothel in his basement? I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing.
What's in that container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Okay, I'm off. Okay, let's see if we can crack this fucker open.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Let's do a quick save here.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has... Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using... Never
Are
mind.
you satisfied, detective?
Let's see, can I put any points into rhetoric? Where's rhetoric? Oh, I can. Okay, let's also see if any of my clothing has rhetoric. Let's see, am I wearing anything with rhetoric? Perception, confidence. Nope. 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 Okay. Endurance. No. No. No, no, no. Oh, that's a -1 with rhetoric. Yeah, definitely not wearing that. Okay. And we will leave the very rich man that for some fucking reason is in the container on his own. Okay. Let's see. God damn it, I keep on doing the controls for Skyrim. Okay, let's see the task. Where to tie us? Was that why I was getting... Is that why I originally was going to Everett? Okay, let me see if that's an option there. Because, yeah, once you're away from a game for a little bit, yeah, you forget things, simple things. God damn it. Get through the door. Okay, Harry, can you walk upstairs? Oh my god, you can.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Okay, let's see. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kavlon crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Okay, sorry I didn't read that. I thought I was just going over conversations I had talked. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it's been a while, so I should have. But I am sorry I am.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me out with the Hardy Boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Can't mention the mug or else,
By
you
all
know,
means,
we're fucking
Harry,
liars.
what's on your mind?
Okay. Establish authority. Now we can talk to the Hardy Boys. Woo! I admit they do have a very tough exterior, but once, you know, you get in their good graces, they're... God, where am I going? No, I can't do that. Okay. But once you get into their good graces, they're a really good bunch of people. Once you break through that exterior, they're very loyal to each other. And once you prove their worth to them, they like you too. It's just right now, both of, you know, you have 2 different goals. Okay. Getting down these. I'm going to fucking figure these stairs out, god damn it. This is going to be the game. Okay, let's see. God damn it, nearly thought I got it. Okay, I got it! I walked downstairs, folks. I made a big fucking accomplishment. Woo! Now let's try these fuckers.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Let's see, maybe we have some clothing. Oh god damn it, keep on. This ain't Skyrim shit. Jesus fucking Christ. The authority. Okay, do we have anything with authority? That's a negative authority. Suggestion. Oh god damn it. Same thing here. Getting rid of authority. Okay. Minus. Okay, I figured that sure was gonna fuck me over. Okay. That thing was definitely not helping. Okay, let's see anything else with negative. Okay. We can't. God damn it. I don't have any points. Just
Looks
talking
like
to pretend
the
to do
circus
shit.
left him, but the clowns are still here.
Okay, let's see how we're doing now. God damn it. God damn it. Cross your fingers, folks. This is. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, folks. This is going to be a hard one, but if I level up, you know, I can try this again. Cross your fingers.
Establish
damn
authority.
it.
Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That's it. That's all I got.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
No.
You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
First, you tell me someone's been raped, and then you don't say who? That's bullshit.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
You're not the one. Let's see. What would a fascist say? Let's see, I guess. You're not the law, I am the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs!
Sounds like someone's damn broke.
They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep, deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Okay. God damn it. Okay, let's see what... So, the way to level up here is you really need to talk to people, so... Okay, let's pick up dice from the dice maker. That is so nice. Such a nice fridge. Can we? Okay, I need to get my little flashlight out. Now we can go see the dice maker, and to be able to talk, I need to put away my flashlight. Could get all the die. Oh yeah, let's get the flashlight out. Walk through a nice building here. Come on, Harry. We can do this. I need to get the stink off of me because I never washed after. Yeah. Okay. let's go slish should splash. I was taking a bath. Okay, here we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. Take a nice bath. Kimbo, do you want to watch me? Wait, there's something. Try not to look at your broken down bathroom
Kim
door.
also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
What a fascist day. You're looking at the destruction? Say nothing, not stoically.
He takes a step towards the door, like he'd like to leave.
Yep, that's everyone's reaction. God damn it, can I... Richfield described how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Oh, okay. Wait. I didn't take a bath. Where's the option?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror.
I can't get the smell of death off me? I should be able to, like, do something. Or is it because Kim Boy's there? Okay. Haven't gotten up to level up yet. Let's see, did I buy the cockatoo book? Let's see. See, Africa, 16. Okay.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
All right, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
Okay, this is the one I would want to choose. But when I go, what would a fascist say? I think, what would my dad say? And my dad doesn't really give a fuck about listening to others. He wants others to listen to him. So I'm going to go to choose the dick answer. Who would want a chatty companion? I want someone who knows how to listen.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right. That's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Someone's not a bird person. Of course birds are fucking loud, ain't you guys? If you hear birds in the background, those are my 4 birds. 2 cockatiels and 2 parakeets. I do not have the space or the money for a cockatoo right now. I'd probably choose more of an African gray, honestly. I still love you, Jorah. You're my favorite bubby. Jorah is one of the cockatiels.
Ouch. That must hurt.
What did I press? Shit. I was thinking about birds looking at my birds and I totally lost everything. Read about the funeral cockatoos.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Let's see, colored wings. Impressive, flamboyant. Few birds more enlivened.
It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
Yeah, all birds are beautiful. Read about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Common almost all 70s forests. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Woo! I get to pick out my persona. What would my little fascist Harry pick? Oh my god. Okay, isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come. I mean, that seems the most upbeat out of the choices, and I see a fascist as thinking they're all that. So, yeah. And plus, here I come. Just seems like a little gay, like, you know, they're all, oh, down with the gays. But, you know, they just come off as a little bit homo, you know? It's, yeah. Yeah, I think this would be perfect for my little fascist. Oh, things I do. Isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come.
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Damn right. God, I still have to do shit. Okay, found the bird. Okay, run the number on the victim's armor. Okay, we can do that. I'm trying to find things I can do around here where it's not too far from Titus. But yeah. Okay, come on,
Inside,
boy.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmacological companies through all these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was leased.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. '57.
In the cabin, you see.
Okay, we did that. And we are not leveled up yet, so... We didn't search through her shit? Okay.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's...
Okay, we're going to do a quick save.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins.
I think we have some pieces of clothing we can use for physical instrument. Clothing. The composure. Instrument. Physical instrument. Oh shit. Let's see, +1 physical instrument. Okay, it's both the same stat I need, and I prefer the man from Hemdale. So, organization, physical instrument, drama, physical instrument. Let's try this again.
This screen found, A to
Oh,
Z,
see, it went up
contemporain,
like
is
10
parked in the
points or
shadow
so.
of the ruins
So,
looming overhead. It's seen
you know,
better days.
the stats you get from your clothing are important. Okay, let's try smash the window in with the pry bar, bitch.
Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk. This screen found, A to Z, with a firm
Yes!
grip, raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, Lorry Cabin.
Welcome to Revachel Window!
The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
You have a lovely voice, Danny. I'm still not letting you out. You have to keep Jorah and Danny out at different times for the majority of the day. And Jorah gets let out first because he's the one who needs to feel happy so he doesn't continue plucking himself.
Sato.
Did it damage to morale? Yeah, but it was worth it. And yeah, Kim, I am very subtle. That's something a lot of people know about me. I like to be low key. I like to, do things on the down low.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Stop and wonder. What's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably Grenade No. 5.
Study the centerfold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
Ain't that the way of things? What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Oh, why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
What else is here?
The ghostly actresses, and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat, and the oddly bulging seat cover.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
Sorry, had to burp. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Women, always up to something.
Yes, well...
That's another of your neurotic outbursts. I say, that's definitely something a fascist would say. No, I don't think that George is tilting his head looking at me like, Mumther, what the fuck? Jora, you okay? Jora! Hang on, I gotta check on the boy. Jora, what is it? Kissy. Oh, you don't like to give Mother kisses anymore? Come on. Okay. He's like, not after you made that statement about women, Mother. I can't like... You look at his head tilted. Oh God. Now he's resuming... He had the head just tilted. completely to one side, just looking at me, his crest fully extended, like, Mumther. What the fuck, Mumther? Okay. So yeah, if you notice me pausing at odd moments in my streams, yeah. Can you put Chore away? Okay. He looked at me like oh, you're kissing Daddy now. You're kissing Daddy? He just looks at me judgingly. Oh, God.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. I think the fascists would say that because, oh, the ladies hide things from the men, so, yeah.
You're right. But we should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console and a faint smell of perfume is in the air.
Peel off the cover on the passenger seat.
Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachon. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
Fold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock. And this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the massive brown and red roofs that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Kuro, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Fold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
What is that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock by the lake. Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
Where are they going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the river Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity. The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus.
What does all this mean?
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated East Motor Tract, most likely. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the besmerti behind it.
Besmerti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Hindu tribes. But really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Ahura Mazda. It's a dark parody.
Who do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it. Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Return the stack of papers under the seat.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle, worn from years of use.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Peri-Ferik from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
Oh yeah, they'll give you a headache later. Woo!
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Peri-Ferik from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a headache.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before.
Oh shit, I
know
was...
of FM,
God damn
AM,
it.
UKV, but...
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
Pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station. A worrying prospect.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor into this? I don't think I can click on all these options. I think Fascist would try to be discrediting Kim, so bringing up the poster, so let's try that option. What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin. Yeah, totally obsessed with the person's sexuality. Fascist!
Yes, well...
So it turns out this is connected to the Union. Okay, good, I can get more than one of these options, good.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them to other ends, as extra ammunition.
Will the RCM open investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Okay. As the corruption, of course, it's always goddamn fucking corruption. It's called Everett's a fucking dick. And Joy's a fucking cunt who doesn't give us all the information, even though that would save so many people. Both of them do shit that'll just get people killed. Fucking hate both of them. Okay. Let's choose something nice. Very sexy. Let's see, what are the stats of the other things? Okay, you look really dashing, Harry. Okay, we're doing a quick save, and we are taking a little break before we talk to Joyce. Yay! I need to, stretch my legs. Yeah, it's been a little over an hour since we started the stream, so yeah. So, take this time to just stretch your legs, relax. And if you are watching this live on Twitch, this break isn't an AMA, so ask anything, any odd question that's on your mind, and I will answer before I start the stream again. So, bye for now. Hello! My name is Josh, and I just realized I need to put an eye drop. So, hang on a moment. Woo! Oh my gosh, it's good to be back here. Just talking. People enjoying my voice for yeah, definitely gonna need to get a new eye drop next break. Now Danny is playing with her nesting material that she pulled out of her nest, dropped it all the way onto the ground. I think she's trying to tell us how fucking angry she is, ain't you, girl? Yeah. Whew. So yeah, we found out about the lorry driver. Now we're reporting back to Joyce. Because yeah, we can do that. And I still need to level up some so I can spend some skill points in authority, because I don't have any points in authority right now. Are you saying that? I think my birds are saying that's how it is in real life, so why shouldn't it be like that in the game? And listen, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. Okay, I have the chat up on my phone. I have the phone situated right in front of me. So, you know, if you want to chat along during the stream, you can. Which problem do I... Yeah, slight bitch. Okay, let's continue the game now after all that oddity, because we... Okay, Joyce, I hate you! Woo!
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
It's worst case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Yeah, we're on the same page now. Fucking asshole. I've already heard about connection between the lynching and strike. But I need your
I
testimony.
have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith? Okay, there's definitely more going on behind there.
They were dispatched after I relayed the Union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Oh my god. There's gotta be something more going on there. Shouldn't there? You just don't go, hey, you failed, so we're going to do something really fucking stupid. I don't know, the only thing that's coming to mind, at least in this playthrough, is she is not as important as she makes out. Sure, she's wealthy and shit, sure she has a high status, sure she's a manipulative cunt, but she's, you know, on the grand scheme of things, she's a little, just as much of a speck of dust as Harry is. Or else, why wouldn't her employers heed her advice more? Are you just a little bitch? I don't know. Just thought of that this playthrough again. This game is great in that there's so many ways to do things, and I don't know, sometimes things just, you notice certain things at some points and not others. Anyways, do you need a security
Absolutely
detail?
not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name,
You know what to do. Sounds like maybe the Colonel went a little native during the course of his duties.
I wouldn't go as far as to use that term, Detective.
It's the expression she objects to.
What?
Yes.
Going native?
She picked a strange hill to die on. Strike.
It sounds like you object to the words going native more than him raping and killing people here. Ah, that seems like such a fascist thing to say.
She's silent.
What is the purpose of this, Detective?
This is where you draw the line, going native, not at hiring a paramilitary
Death squad is a bit rich. But yes, were it up to me, I would have at least vetted them more thoroughly.
I got a skill point! Woo! I hate myself.
It takes some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
Well, she's a cunt, but at least she's not a racist cunt. She hates everyone equally, woo!
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
Oh, and also, Joyce has, stated previously that she did not like the mercenaries coming. So she already showed she really didn't fucking like them. So here you go, and that marriage, that's what you're hung up on? She's already told him. So yeah, she's going to respond to the racist part because that's something new. Sorry. Oh my god. You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
He didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on?
The remaining
then?
contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did the teenagers by the canal
That the man
say?
was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with Da Vinci. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Maybe on narcotics, too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was
That's
this
a good
woman?
question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know
If you
him?
mean, did I see him alive? Yes, but I did not know him.
His name
Lely.
was...
His service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others
One
first.
is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining two mercs
They've gone
now?
to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are. Oh no, you can't meet them because they'll get hurt. So let me withhold this information that could save a bunch of fucking people. Jesus fucking Christ, Joyce. We still need to know where they
You're
are.
likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Okay. This roll is 92%. That means, but I can still fail it. It'll be a low fucking chance of failing, but it can happen. Okay, so everyone cross your fingers tight, folks. And here we go. Where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scat leader.
lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
That's enough for now.
I'm sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
I have a photo of the victim's
She
tattoos.
reaches for the photo, takes it, then holds it in her hand. For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigger not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe the woman's
Her
expression.
mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Say nothing.
On the oceans. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century. As early as 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Suez Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments,
down into your ass. Oh wait, it's already there. Okay, let us talk with the Hardy Boys.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it.
Case solved.
All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack
What
exactly?
do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's the future leader of a proletarian uprising.
No, it's not.
It's some third option?
Stop goofing around, recruit.
It's her husband, the missing
Yes,
husband.
and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of
Do
myself.
marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
Authorities just... Leroy Jenkins! That's nice to know. This is nonsense.
Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all.
Okay, let's do a lovely little quick save.
Looks like
Oh no,
the
I
circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Me and Everett talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Everett, send word. Right?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect. This time it's going to work. You already ruled out.
Okay, let's try this again, folks. Let me make sure I have stuff with authority on, so that'll help boost stuff. Okay, don't have anything boosting my authority. Oh sure, conceptualization, physical. Nope. No. Things take away my authority, but nothing to give me.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Oh.
And what's gonna happen?
Yeah, let me.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have
Okay.
some effect. This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first. Did you already try the gun? You're probably right. The others are only there for
Stop the law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
For God's sake!
sound.
They're not going to give you anything. Of course.
Easy.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options.
Okay.
Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Once I have better fucking options, I will. Let's do a quick save here.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Okay, let's see this. Okay, this is better. Everyone, cross your fucking fingers because I will know if you don't. Okay. Yes.
You have so many.
Damn it. God damn it.
Looks like
Okay, let's
the
try
circus
this again,
left town,
folks.
but the clowns are still
person-
here.
Who wasn't crossing their fingers, cross the fuck out of your fingers now.
As you look around this room,
Yes,
full of
thank
sweaty
you.
men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Oh my god, thank you. The person who finally crossed their fingers, high five, dude. You saved this. Okay. Where have I seen
They
this
believe
before?
the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your
You got
hand.
a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Oh no, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you
Speak
guys.
for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju. with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have.
Yeah. So yeah, when you're playing, that first conversation is extremely important. Because look what I got down here. Look at that. 3% God, I need to, get clothing, try to... I can't level up anything right now. So look at the shithole you can get yourself into with your first fucking conversation in the game. I'm not angry. I'm happy. Because, woo! Miss Orne's disco
Sure.
dancer?
Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Klashiamdo. Woo.
You inexplicably act
Oh my
cool
God, I
after
did
the
it!
victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her.
Holy shit! Holy motherfucking shit! Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought the world was in it all! Yeah, so this is the thing about rolls. It's the percentage of likelihood if you gain the roll, not... But even if you have a really high percentage or a really low percentage, as you can fucking see, you can still get the dice roll or lose the... Oh my god! I felt like I was just... The earth had gone away from... Oh my god.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
How well can anyone know Kaji? She's a great fucking character. And, wow, so she is a very mysterious person. I think I did a little blog post on her just trying to decipher slightly, but yeah. I need to change up my blog writing schedule so I can get those, posts that are, I guess, investigating media and stuff out more. Oh well.
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here?
Revachol. Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort, been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
You said you partied. What do you mean?
Think I'm
sex, drugs, and karaoke?
Yes, yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
I don't think I will. Thank you. We'll talk later.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for
Yeah,
you.
by friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yes, they are forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for
This is
you.
what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole murder platoon.
The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zilagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic
I guess
armor?
we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
For your sake, I hope
Right
you're
about
right.
what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
Okay,
We
I'm gonna
got
try this
weapons of
again.
our own. I guess we're go-
That was an unsure phrasing.
Okay, let's choose this other option. See what?
Yeah.
That they don't?
Like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
This Cronell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Do you know that a single serenade giant horn can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, they're
We're
the
not
hornet.
bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling
Big
them.
fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
What do you mean,
Okay.
okay?
I mean, okay. Be on your side when they
Yeah,
come.
just try not to get in the way when the whoop-ass flies open.
I think he meant a can of whoop-ass.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug
Like
trade.
hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, I need... Okay, let me get some water. Okay, hang on, folks, and I need to prep my mouth for this. That sound deflates the Jora. Yeehaw. Anyways, let me get back to the game. You're right. There is no local... God damn it. Let me try again. Okay. You're right. There is no local drug trade except you. Point
That's a
at
mighty
Titus.
interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this... Hang on, let me try that again. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way, you have some control
Thank
over
you.
it.
Theoretically, of course. Thank you. Theoretically.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? I was sorta gonna get my brewski on.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
Faith Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing,
My
right?
answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
Oh my god,
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
I like little man where we're connecting just like one of the boys, and then it's fuck off. Aw. Never change. Titus never change. And I am going to take a quick little break. Stretch my legs. I'm pooped. I have to refill on my drink. So yeah, gonna need to take a little break. So if you are watching this live on Twitch, this break is an AMA. Ask me anything. Any odd little question you have in your mind, just ask me. Don't be shy. And Hello! Welcome back. Yeah. It's a gloomy day over here, nice and rainy. Good thing is, my omeprazole was finally refilled. For everyone that's young, that's an anti-acid medication. Oh, I never refilled my water. Ask me is horrible. Hang on. Gotta refill the Wawa. But yeah, I take 2 antacids, and for some reason, the omeprazole lately has just been like near impossible to refill. I always come up with trouble for that one. I mean, I could understand like it was a narcotic, but omeprazole ain't a narcotic. It's not. It's just something so to stop acid reflux from happening, heartburn. And if you haven't encountered heartburn before, whoo! I'm getting like slight heartburn now. Not too bad. Okay. Can't wait. And sometimes I drink milk to, help with it. Hopefully I won't have to really deal with that anymore. Since my hubby should be bringing all the omeprazole. Woo! And let's continue. Okay, let's talk to Claude.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Knock.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
I could.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at
It's
the
been
toothbrush.
used quite a lot.
Look at the medication.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here. Search the
Pill
bottles.
bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra. Opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Search the pill
Among
sheet.
some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Okay, I was going to change my clothing for better stats, but as you saw with the 3% one, sometimes you can win the really low rolls, and just like the that 3%, 97% doesn't mean I'm going to get through this. It can mean I fail it. It just, I have a very high chance of succeeding. That's how percentages work. Is there something more interesting here?
A bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container. And your chest swells with pride. Look, it's made right here in Revachol by San Baptiste, a proud Revacholian pharmaceutical company with great traditions.
I like that. Hey, look it! This really bad drug's okay because it was made right here in Revachol. Oh God. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to steal it. Take it in secret.
You dropped it, smack dab in the middle of the floor. There it is, orange as the midsummer evening sun, or the lieutenant's bomber jacket. Wow, that's unbelievably orange. Anyone can see that. It's practically effervescent. The lieutenant tries to keep his eyes on the door, but the Preptide bottle sounds like a rattlesnake. It's basically a percussion instrument that you're stuffing into your pocket. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Just put it in your sweaty little hand now.
What's it with like NPCs and blocking my way?
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay. And now to talk to Klaj.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand. Actually. Shit. Damn it. I wanted to click off of that, I wanted to click off of that to change my clothing. Okay, composure.
This window, smooth following your lead. The loop
looks like it.
Okay, get through that. Now let's see, get through that. And let's change the clothing up, shall we? Like all spiffy. I just wanted to get the narcotic. Why not going to use it? I like collecting things. Okay, composure. Composure, come on. And wear this shirt totally because it will replace the shivers taken away by my spiffy jacket. Composure. Aha! Knew he had something there. Do my current pants have composure? Okay, they don't. Okay, let's try this again.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
I think nothing I did changed the fact that it was 42%. Okay. Move your hand.
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view
it's
you've
much
got
nicer
here.
now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one. Or several.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Hell? You know not of what you speak.
Oh, I do. They also say it's why the cleaning lady quit.
She just admitted to being on familiar terms with hell. A rough life, certainly.
I am Kimki Soragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the one and only superstar cop. He's kind of a big deal around here.
Kim, I swear I have no idea what she's talking
Miss,
about.
I don't know what he's told you, but there are no superstars among police officers.
Of course there are. Look at him. He is the Phoenix. What brings the Phoenix back to me?
She has such a lovely voice that really lulls you in. I can't say, God, if she's a villain and just a bad person, but she's Claude. She's her. She's herself. That's honestly, that's really all that you can say about her for certain. Everything else is just guesswork. She's very familiar with hell. Honestly, my opinion, really boiled down to basics, is if there's a hell, she's going to it, but she regrets it, but she can't stop. She's gone too far on her path and she cannot change. That she's broken. But extremely
The
dangerous.
Phoenix is one of the many nicknames of Guillaume Lemillion, Revachel's second greatest male disco artist. This is an honor.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
What is your name, miss? For the record.
Amandou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Ornage?
Bad memory, officer.
Bad memory of what?
Lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
How old are
I'm
you?
28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's
Oranese
that?
lit.
Ornage
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Ornage literature
Fear of
about?
failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
God, she's got a point. Ornage lit. What do you do with
Nothing.
it?
I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being
Many
what?
things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
Wouldn't it be, no, Fascist wouldn't say that. What is Miss Ornage 37?
It's a beauty pageant, held in the year of our century 37, in Oranje.
What is a beauty
It's a competition
pageant?
for stupid girls. Men look at them and choose the most beautiful.
What
when
is
you have
beauty?
refused deviations from the norm. I've been told it's a type of mediocrity that I possess.
So you were stupid and mediocre?
No. I was the most stupid and mediocre. And I got a crown and a sash and a scepter for it. And a scholarship to study Oranese lit.
Understood.
I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Is it poison, Claude? Who are you hoping to poison, Claude? Could we take a look at your passport,
I'm
please?
afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast. along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real
If I
name?
were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
Okay then. I can't remember if you ever find out if her real name is Clage or not. Or if, you know, both could be fake. Both names you find for her could be fake. As I said, she's a great fucking character, but you don't know, you can't find out much about her in-game. Okay then.
Okie
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Thank you. That's it for the
record.
record.
So official.
Nice room you've got here.
It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why
Here
here?
in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here on the Indian. Fuck. Hang on, let me. I can say it correctly. Here. God damn it. Fuck. Don't ask as a question here. Jesus fucking Christ. Here on the Insulindian
Came
Azola.
to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened to the old New
It turned
World?
out to be a Zarath-infested third world slum.
Called Ilmara, and it didn't. Even after the mess colonized it 7 ways from Sunday, it's an industrial powerhouse.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs
Thank
down
you.
there.
I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Necromania is nothing to be proud of, miss.
What did you say?
You heard what I said. Narcomania is a serious issue and nothing to scoff at, miss.
Oh my god. Now it's turning into narcomania. It's got to be serious if it's 2 words. I'm sorry.
The collection includes Nacra as opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, peptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a mirrored speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes.
Very
then.
funky.
The window is new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, torn and sparkling and draped in smoke.
I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory and my ability to speak.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
They tell us you were right.
It's a bit early in the morning for right, isn't it?
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Doesn't mean she won't screw you over if it benefits her, though. Are you sure you weren't
I'm
raped?
89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Actually, I don't.
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
No one deserves to be raped.
I'm sure there is one person in the world who does. I mean, there are so many people. But let me make this clear. The man who was hanged from that tree did not rape me.
The wording, the verbal eye roll. She's almost disgusted with the platitude you served up.
What did happen between you and
We
the victim?
partied.
Wait, partied? God, where have I heard that
A
before?
lot of partying going on.
What kind of partying? Point to your blood face. The kind I
With
do?
all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
have to
quite the
turn off
combination.
sound for a moment.
We also had sex.
Sorry for the interruption, folks. My hubby called and asked me to do something, so ta-da. Okay. Hang on, let me do all the adjusting things I do when I sit down and do one of these streams. Okay.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Hold on. After so much drinking and drugs, how?
Untraditionally, officer.
She's cold and strange. I'm not picking anything up here.
You were lovers?
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
The call. Reporting the hanging? That was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do
Because I
it?
couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it?
With nail
How?
clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
Why go through all the
I
trouble?
don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Probably afraid the union. In other words, probably someone
Thank you
else.
for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes,
I'm
age?
sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for, if not
He
rape?
had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
That is a very excellent cover-up. God. Bullet? It's like, oh shit, there's evidence? Then she saves it by still going, they shot him too? Perfect, no one will fucking notice. They won't notice it's a slip because it doesn't seem to be a slip. Oh, Cloche, you are awesome.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
And the Oscar goes to
You mean
Cloche.
after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
He's like, oh fuck. What do they know? What am I saying? Did I just fuck up? Oh my god.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
She wasn't present at the hanging. That is very true.
It's hard to know what to think about that answer.
How do the Hardy Boys know
They're frequent
you?
guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you
Over
meet?
drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Thank you for telling us all of this,
She
miss.
breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Let's go.
You made the right call there. It feels good. Pure.
About
I'm
what?
talking about your zero-tolerance policy toward the mania of narco. You're in the right there. Powerful stance. Would you like to take it up a notch? Would you like to become an anti-narcomania zealot?
I am proud and steadfast. Totally uncorrupted by
Yes,
narco.
you're pure. Unravaged by narco. Of course, it's pretty obvious you've done a lot of drugs in the past, and will probably do more in the future. But that doesn't matter.
And my proclivity for smoking doesn't hurt?
No. By supporting the traditional tobacco industry, you keep the narco mills in check. If anything, you should smoke more. Tobacco smoke also wards off narco spirits.
I'm ready to start saving
That's good to
lives.
hear. Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
She couldn't have. She was being totally honest with us. God damn it. I'm not sure she had to lie. I
If
wouldn't
not
have
you,
known.
then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is
You think
off
so?
here.
She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
Yep. I'm really forthcoming, so you'll notice something. God.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
No, fuck. Okay, clicked on the wrong thing. Me and going up and down stairs. God damn it.
It's you again. What is it?
Flage says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Oh, now she's a whore, Titus.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
We care about her and are protecting her. Now we're demeaning her now that she isn't playing along with our game.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy. Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Where can I
I'm
listen
sure
to
we can
this?
find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I just look at your face and I see it. Thank God. Actually, we're going to listen to the tape after I get my room and board for the evening. I don't want to fuck this up. Because I can get my room and board, listen to the tape, and don't worry, I will be clicking on all those little clickable things after. Okay. Let's talk to this lovely old lady.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
If you can't see, then how did you know I was
still
here?
have a golden ear. Come, come.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said. We're cops, so we don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before? Oh, fuck. Wrong thing,
No,
shit.
not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking
about? Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black Hound.
I am totally an ill omen. It's exactly what I've been telling everyone. The end
You're
is
not.
here.
No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Let's see if this... Okay, that dialogue triggered my Google Home for some reason.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're just giving it
No
to me?
one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Goodbye. I'm off. So I just coming
door
out.
has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Oh, come on! Kim, boy, don't you want to warm my bed?
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
That's not a low hum, Danny.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
like it's free. That's good enough.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody, trying to survive.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and
Under the floorboards. Yes, voice. Currently, I can't get to the fucking floorboards. Let's see, what do I do? Perception. Okay, we need to get things with perception. Let's see. Perception. Okay, endurance. Perception, perception. Perception. Fuck, I can't get perception, can I?
an old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Let's try that again. Maybe we'll have better fucking luck. Damn it. Is anything I'm wearing taking away from perception? God damn it. Hang on. What skill do I need to have leveled up to look under the floorboards in Disco Elysium? Where's the God damn it. Oh we can't give spoilers on this. Oh my god, that would have been fucking helpful. Looking under the floorboards in Disco Elysium. God fucking damn it. Okay, I'm going to... God... No, I didn't want to do another screenshot. God damn it. I want to go to fucking main menu because this seems to take forever to find a simple goddamn question. Okay, old lady fishing sack spoilers. Oh. I came back while I was looking for a suspect. Okay, so I guess I can't just look under there. Right now, I guess that's gonna have to wait. Just didn't like that. Oh, we can't give you the answer on this, Porter. Like... Yeah.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Back since I know I have a place to sleep, and later on we're going to be back going to the coast, so don't worry. Yeah, I got aggravated because, you know, I typed into Google. And so then, like, oh, a board where someone asked the same question as I was. They're like, oh, we're... Like, oh, I can't tell you because it's spoilers. And I'm like, oh, fucking god, shit. This annoyed me, so I had to ask it a completely different way to get the question answered. So, once we're chasing the lorry driver down the coast... we'll be able to look under the floorboards because I guess we have to start that and... Oh. I was just getting afraid that I was doing with the fact that I can't level up in perception anymore. Okay. Okay, now let's listen to that tape.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You push
Play the tape.
Command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valsoon crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What
it
do you
seemed
think?
authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I think he sounded all right. Just I agree. He also sounded inebriated. Who's this
Corty
Cordy?
could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
What's Cohoy?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safri. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was
Who
there?
knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay then,
I
what
think
now?
we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Since doing the Skyrim streams, and when I put them on YouTube, if the streams are too long, I can't just mute music. I have to put in a dispute, which I don't like doing. So since this is reaching near the 4-hour mark, I'm going to call it a day for this stream. And then I am going to work on exporting this stream as well as my previous Skyrim streams to YouTube. So, woo! Okay. So we've gotten some ways into the game. I'm going to now delete some past saves. Quick save backup. Delete selected. Okay. God damn. Okay, and let's see this quick save. That's an autosave. Okay. We're good. Yay. God. Yeah. Like, exporting to YouTube and setting all that up in both places isn't really stressful, but just time consuming. And if I have time to play more Skyrim before dinner, I will do that. Maybe take a nap, but who am I kidding? I'm not taking a nap. But yeah, so we got through a nice part of the game. We found out more about the mercenaries, and I might, talk to them later. We found out about, getting involved with Kage, and Kage is one of my favorite characters. She is really fucking interesting. She's really complex because, again, you never really find out anything about her. She's sort of like Littlefinger in Game of Thrones, but before his character was ruined in like the 7th and 8th season. God. When Littlefinger was still really fucking terrifying. Like that level of cleverness of you can't really tell which way those type of characters are going, and so interesting when done right. And no, I'm not over Littlefinger's death in season 7. What the fuck was that shit? I mean, that was the whole Winterfell plot was just a big idiot plot when it should have been done proper. So to show you how far Sansa had grown, but instead it's like, she distrusts Arya because she thinks Arya is now seeking power for some goddamn reason. Oh my god. Then Littlefinger always has plans within plans within plans. Doesn't have an escape fucking plan? Are you fucking kidding me? Anyways, done ranting about that. Done ranting. Because, whoo! But yeah. When we pick up again, we're going to be talking to Claude, and then going back down to Hard Boys and Claude, and finally we're going to get to the coast. I got a room, just in case, you know, because I'm not paying. After the second night in this game, I don't pay for a room, I just use that free spot. Yeah, money saving. Now, I want to thank everyone who watches this stream and all my other streams. Thank you so much. Your support honestly gives, not courage, gives me whatever to keep me going on and on every single day streaming again and again and again. So thank you so much. You know, big round of applause. Woo, woo, woo! And, you know, if you're watching on Twitch, look at that About section, look at the links there. And those links are to places such as my Twitter, where we can chat about Disco Elysium, Skyrim, anything. You know, just, you know, talk to me. I'm up for a nice little discussion. And there's also a link to my Kafka's Men book series, an original book series, so, you know, check those out, please. I'm nearly done writing the 7th book in the series. And there's also a link to my Patreon, so you know, if you have a little bit to spare and you like what I do and you want to help support me, Patreon is the way to go. It's a monthly donation thing, you know, go on and do it. And now to the part you've all been waiting for. I'm going to raid another Twitch channel. I do not know why I'm speaking with this stupid fucking accent, but I am. And, I'll go back to normal. And, now since no channel I'm following is currently streaming, I'm going to go on YouTube, I'm going to go on Twitch, I'm already on Twitch, I'm going to go on Twitter, and go to the hashtag Twitch streamers and find someone who's currently streaming there. Live now. Let's see. Okay. I have chosen, and the chosen channel is Devil Syringe, and they are currently streaming Yakuza. So if that is your jam, check them out. So, you know, because, you know, creators should support other creators. There's room enough for all of us, so whoop! And I'm probably going to eat a small snack, start exporting videos, and I don't know. And, you know, until next time, whenever that may be, goodbye and stay safe.